So here we are, a bit of an adventure. We are taking the Eletre R on a little bit of a road trip. Yeah, I mean, we use Eletre R for all the important things, which is commuting, where electric cars should be used, nice and easy. But now we're going to try some journeying and try the infrastructure. It's been done a million times before, so I'm not reviewing that, but it's quite exciting for us, or possibly anxiety driving, yeah. Anxiety driven electric driving. Anyway, we'll see. Yeah, and then on to the Electric Classic Car Company, and I will tell you more. Shortly. Right, okay, so we are charged up to 95%. We have a range of 245 miles. The temperature is average, so we might lose a bit of that just because of the battery condition. Yeah, and we are full electric screenage. Anyway, let's get underway. Oh, we're starting from dropping my son off at college, so yeah, it's about a 5-hour drive. Yes, away we go. Right, sun's still shining, we're still going, so it's now just gone 11 o'clock. So the speed I was showing, what was it, 250 miles was it when we left? It's now showing 61. When I scroll through to see how far we've gone, how far have we gone? We've done 170 miles. That's all right, isn't it? So it sounds like it's doing what it says it's going to do. We have just stopped at Hopwood Services. We are going to be using Apple Green electric chargers, and hopefully these bad boys are going to do what they need to do. But if not, there's a guy here servicing them, so I'm sure we could ask him for help. Right, onwards. So we are in the process of downloading an app, and the Lotus doesn't show up on the app as an option on the car, so you have to enter everything else manually. So we're doing that now, confirming identity, putting in bank details. We still have no idea how fast the charge is going to be because there's no listing for it on the machine.
982. Sorry.
Just trying to remember a number.
I need to restart the app for the change to take effect.
Yeah, bit of faffage. But you don't see, this is the thing, you don't know what electric charges can be putting up at. I mean, when you fill up with petrol, it doesn't matter if you turn up at Shell, SO, BP, when you put that nozzle in your tank, you get fuel. So we'll, yeah, let's see how quickly the fuel gets into the battery.
Oh, yes. Hopwood 7.
We are at Apple Green Electric Hopwood 7.
Here we are, CCF.
And we are on the right. What does it say?
Connect cable, swipe to charge.
Connect cable, swipe to charge.
I can do that.
Onwards. Here, look, I'm just going to sit here, yeah. Can you swap these things around now when you're viewing? What's that one do? Right, stopping, swapping. Sorry, hands in the way. See, I like this bit, the comfort bit. I'm sat in the car. See, if it was peeing with rain, you know who'd be out there now, don't you? Okay, so what's it saying down here? 23%. Charge limit is set at 100. Nothing is going in as yet.
It says communicating with the vehicle. It says thinking about charging. Fast charging.
Fast charging. Wow. Okay, well, let's go. I'm going to go and have a wee, I think, and get something to eat. See how it's doing when we get back. Right. Let's do this.
That is a lie, though.
Oh, the temperature charges.
96 miles.
What? Where does it say that? 390. That's miles an hour. That's the speed at which it's pumping the power in, he reckons. Oh, well, in excitement.
Sorry.
That's right. Coffee. Coffee. Don't drink coffee. And some more. Go on. Get that phlegm up, girl. Right. So we have gone into the service station. We've been there about half an hour, 40 minutes at most. Didn't rush. Didn't go slow either. Car's been on charge. We've come back, charge levels at 97%. We've got 249 miles, and started off. What did we have left when we started charging? 60 odd percent. There's about 60% left.
60 miles.
60 miles left, not 60%. 60 miles left.
25%, 26%.
Yeah. And how much was that?
£57.
£57. So it's as expensive as filling up with fuel, I suppose.
That's a super ultra fast charger. I think the more power it draws, the more expensive it is to charge.
Okay, so if you want the advantage of a quick charge,
you pay more for it.
You pay more money. Of course you do, but of course. Right, onwards, people. That's it. We've arrived. Bloody long drive. Feel like I've been going forever, absolutely forever. So look, unit 37. So heading inside, and we'll update you, John. Right, saying goodbye. Goodbye. Okay, so Lou's car is slightly out of place now. Yeah. It's all looking lovely. Right, so we've been inside, had meetings with John and Moggy. Yeah, so we are the revealers. We are looking to do a brand spanking new electric Mark 1 Escort, working with MST Cars and with the Electric Classic Car Company. Yeah, it's going to be a while in the making. We are going to drag as many people along for the ride with us, but that is why we're here. And whilst we're here, it is here. So for all you naysayers about electric, it has a place. It has a rationale and a reason for it. And if you can justify it in your life, I think you bloody well should. I mean, don't throw away all your ice cars, but make sure that you embrace what is the use of some beautiful artistic and amazing crafted cars with some really green technology that also makes you go like shit off a shovel even. Anyway, that's me for the moment. I'm sure you'll get more gumph as time goes on, but just too excited to tell you everything, because that would probably bore you. So, more later. I've got to tell you now, one of the things that's bothering me the most is, whilst we're looking at doing this build and everything else, is that Lou and Moggy are they're like besties already, which means that any spec that I choose will probably be checked with her before it ends up being done with me.
So that's my latest.
It's like they're having a little love affair already. It's just really annoying. Okay, for those of you haters, look what they've done to this Testros. No, I'm not going to show you what they've done to it, because you can get online and have a look for yourself, but it is a lovely, lovely thing. Oh, look at the lines, look at the lines. I'll tell you what it's like. Was it Outrun? It's Outrun. Oh my goodness. This Mercedes. Okay, so some people might say it's sacrilege to do that to this, but this Goldwyn Merc. Hang on, I'm going to swap you around for this. It's just too good to miss. Right, just a bit. I'm just bolting in the middle of the video because we didn't do any video of the discussions that we had about what we really wanted to achieve out of working collaboratively with MST Cars and the Electric Classic Car Company. And first of all, I suppose I really need to give you an insight into why we got to this point. So yeah, here goes. It's all Jonny Smith's fault when he reviewed MST cars, Mark 1 Escort. I immediately fell in love with it and thought, do you know what, I really, really want one of those. Yet at the same time, at that point, I was purchasing other cars and really that raw veracity of an MST car rally spec, because you have to, wouldn't you? You can't, you couldn't go sensible on it. Was just not completely out of reach, but not the priority at the time. Anyway, in that video there was this just a mention of electric and the possibility of electric, and pretty much since then I'd been dreaming about the fact that let that become a reality and I'll jump on the bandwagon. Anyway, the bandwagon didn't start, so I contacted MST Cars and went, "Can I have electric, please?" And they went, "No, you can't. We're too busy on our ICE cars," and obviously that's their passion. So I completely understood that. And they said, "Well, eventually, how soon do you want to do it?" And they didn't say no. They just said not yet. So anyway, I kept in touch with them, and I've been nagging Carwyn at MST about doing it. And eventually came back and said, "Look, I'm not sure if going through us is the best route. Perhaps why don't you try the Electric Classic Car Company?" Of course, I know of the Electric Classic Car Company. How could you not if you're interested in cars? So therefore, absolutely, I leapt to the opportunity to then, work with both of them. So, long story short, conversations with Electric Classic Car Company, more conversations with MST, and this love child is going to come together. I am so pleased to say, and I feel privileged to have managed to be the conduit to make it happen. Because MST's work, the quality of their work on their cars and what they're producing is, look, I love a Mark 1 Escort. So for me, this is like getting one of my toy cars in reality. And the other thing is I want to not... For me, that it doesn't have to be the petrol engine in this instance, and actually I'd like it to be something that goes on into the future and is almost future-proofed. And yes, naysayers about battery life and everything else, look, they can be swapped out if necessary, and look, technology can move on, but we can replace these things, because what I'm going to have is a beautiful shell and everything else, and crafted loveliness of an MST car. With the passion and the refinement of the Electric Classic Car Company being involved, and with Moggy's motorsport background and Carwyn's motorsport background, I think if we can get what I want to be a road track electric car out of a Mark 1 Escort with 4 seats that I can use every day down the road, or I can bung it around Brands, because Brands is just up the road. That I would like to do. So yeah, this is it. This is the start of the journey. This is the conception, and the rest of this video is just our joy of driving up to the Electric Classic Car Company and the experience of driving the car back again. Keep watching. Also like, subscribe, please. Actually, it doesn't make any difference to me because I've got so few subscribers, but it just makes me feel that someone is watching. Anyway, cheers guys. She's being covered up.
We were originally thinking maybe for Escorts, because that is from a Lexus hybrid. So here you normally have the engine, and normally aspirated, normal cars you have engine there, gearbox there. And Lexus had a bit of a brainwave as to how we're going to make this hybrid. Well, they put 2 motors inside the gearbox. So inside here are 2 actual flux motors, so that now if we get rid of the engine, which is what we've done, and just
got a gearbox.
Well, actually, now we've just got a motor with a gear reduction already built into it, which we can just go through the prop. The downside is they're chunky monkeys, so you've got to.
How big would a motor be without the gearbox? How big is just a motor on its own? Ask the question. Do you like that? Here we go.
Buried in there, where's you gone?
The bow bread.
That there is a Tesla large drive unit rotor. Rotor is the bit that rotates. So you've got a rotor that rotates, and you've got the stator that is stationary. That's the rotor.
Yeah.
And then that bit there's the stator that goes around it.
So actually, when you look at the two things combined, if you would normally have, if you'd have the rotor and, sorry, the rotor.
About this size.
Right, okay.
That would be 600 horsepower if this was, you know, the
Full of
rotor
stuff.
full of stuff, yeah.
Yeah.
So 600
but that
horsepower.
would also need the gearbox that you were just showing us over there
Correct.
as well. So in fact, the Lexus size-wise, overall, has actually come right down.
It's a very efficient package, is that.
Nice.
But it's still a big chunky gearbox to fit in a tunnel. We could probably have fitted it in this Jensen Interceptor.
Okay.
Because this had a massive Chrysler, I think it was a 7.2 litre V8 in, and then a big huge automatic gearbox in. So the transmission tunnel in this is cavernous. But we didn't go that way on this. What we did is actually put a Tesla drive unit underneath, because at the same time we were trying to address a little bit like the Escort.
Yeah.
We were trying to also address the fact it's got a solid axle and they're not great handling wise on the road. So we converted this to a IRS double wishbone suspension on the back.
Okay.
And then put a Tesla drive unit in as well, which meant I've got loads of space in the front for a big battery, because don't forget a huge amount of weight went in this car originally because of the engine and gearbox. In fact, the engine and gearbox and stuff we took out of this was the same weight as my mate's Lotus Elise. The stuff that we took out.
Just the engine and stuff.
Now that meant that's great for me, because now I can put a big battery pack in. So.
There you go, naysayers. So this Jensen Interceptor, okay, so with its big massive engines come out, the weight of that's gone down, and we've heard people talk about that with the Rolls Royces anyway. Lou's trying to get out of the shot. Yeah, so they changed the suspension in this as well, so it is going to be that much better. You not only do you get the car and the suspension, you get a pair of legs as well, and they're independent as well. It's just the best, just the best. But I'm having a drive of a Ferrari Testarossa with an electric motor. Okay, so now I'm sort of back round. Moggy's in the car now. Oh, I tell you, that. You don't think of the fact that actually it's completely silent when you're driving it. It's a fat, awesome car. Yeah, it sort of gets that proportions of the two different things. And then of course you've got the Landies as well. The Landies are what it's all about. Awesome, awesome. So I made a slight faux pas. I say a slight faux pas, a big one really. So I was intending to do two sets of videos, so ones which were going to be short, so fire them out in portrait format, and the rest of the video, so the longer format video, was going to be landscape. However, somewhere down the line I started to forget to do landscape and just ended up catching stuff in portrait. So it's going to be a bit of a strange video. I'm going to carry on now. I'm going to carry on now doing it in portrait mode. Not that there's a lot left because. So we went to see John and Moggy and the guys at Electric Classic Car Company. Obviously, wet my pants about the different stuff they're doing there, which is just amazing. Makes me want to buy more cars and spend more time converting them. Just because I know you electric car haters are electric car haters, but there is a time and a place, and that time and place is going to expand ever more as we move into the future. So I want to make sure that I've got pieces of art, cars that I love, that are fit for the future. And for those of you who say yes, but the batteries aren't going to last, no, possibly not. But you know what? Do you know what I do with my toy cars? You know, those remote control ones, when the batteries stop working, no longer hold charge, you get some more and you sort of swap them over and you keep everything else. So that is the plan. That's the plan. If we buy things, make them electric and make them, is to make sure that they have huge longevity as with a petrol engine, because let's face it, look after a petrol engine, it will go on for 200 miles plus, you know, just do that, especially diesels. So anyway, here we are, we're back, portrait format. So today we are going to be heading for home. So we've done, since we've been up here, we've done a visit to my son, my grandson, and my daughter-in-law, who is expecting twins. There's two extra babies to join the grandchildren. And yeah, so we went and did that, had dinner and stuff. So we've been driving around a bit. Now we're planning for the return journey. And this, I suppose, is where electric cars on longer journeys, the way things are at the moment, is a little more iffy, because we're not absolutely certain what we're doing first thing this morning. We haven't planned it out or mapped it out. We are we're going to see the kids and mess around with them for a bit, and then we're going to head off from there. But what we don't know is at that point whether we're going to have 100 miles of range left in the car, for example, or 50. So therefore, where people say, well, look, you just need to plan your journey, at this point we can't, because we don't know where we're going to be or how much range we're going to have left when we finish doing what we're meant to be doing. And that could end up leading to some issues. So I'm going to leave it there for now. I'm going to go and do family stuff, and then I will let you know. I'll let you know what we decide to do around the charging, and if it ends up being an issue, or whether this is just a thing that exists in my head, that will all be fine. Right, that's it. Oh, I don't know why I keep doing it. Because I'm a brat. Right. Laters, people. Know what I mean? Laters. Lou's having a little hide. She doesn't like the videoing. Oh yeah, look, this is our Airbnb. This is where we're staying. This is Drew's place up in Shropshire. The Rebels Retreat. So this is the views. The views. There's the Eletre down there. Yeah, I'm staying inside because it's a little bit chilly. And then across to there. And then you've got this barbecue area. You've got a pool table you can use. It's all sorts of stuff. And then the room itself. Yeah, there's a bathroom through there, which is very nice. Bunk beds, you get loads of you in here if you want. Lovely fire that, if you ask very nicely, Drew a light for you. Kitchen area. Loungy bit. Yeah, I'll tell you what, for an Airbnb, this is nice. The shower's a bit moist. He's actually used it this morning. Oh look, Louise's bottom. So we have arrived. We've arrived with family, and they have a charging point. Not they have an electric car, but one of the kids bought an electric car, got a free charging point, but lived in a building which was like communal parking and stuff, so they couldn't put one in. So they put one in here instead. So we're charging on that. This is going to be like 7 kilowatts, I'm sure. Yeah, so it's a little bit of extra all the time, but that's okay. 11 hours and 19 minutes to get to full charge, but obviously we won't be doing that because we don't need to get to full charge. Hey, little update. This is not the service station, clearly. This is just that peace of mind plug-in for an extra few miles. An extra few free miles. Hey, nice place to be. So we're back underway. Time is 10:02. Lou's just unplugged what I was looking at for the charging rate. Okay, so our charge level, we've got 140 miles, 54%. Yeah, it's not quite right, I'm sure. But plenty of miles to crack on and see how far we can get. I'm not sure if we're going to aim for Hopwood and go to the services we went for before, or if we're just going to do just do a random drive and see how far we get, stop at some services and see if it works. Do we want that level of not knowing? Is it anxiety inducing? I'm not sure. Anyway, let's do this thing and see. Lou's packing everything into the front of the car. So she doesn't want to be on camera, so she's just waiting. She's waiting. You all right, dear? You all right? Right, onwards, people. Okay, so you're getting a bit of an up the nose shot because I'm not holding the phone while I'm driving. And Lou can't hold it because she's got her own phone. Because we are coming into the town of Bellend and she's desperate to get a picture of the road sign. You know those little things? See, Lou's the person I always try and get £69 on the fuel pump for because she's such a child in that regard. So there's the Bell there, pub in Bellend. Do you see that? Is there no sign for it? No Bellend sign? Oh, the town aren't very proud of themselves, are they? That's a shame.
In half of a mile at the roundabout, take the second exit.
It doesn't say second exit into Bellend. But you could say, I'm a Bellender and I'm proud of it. Aww.
In a quarter of a mile at the roundabout, take the second exit onto Sandy Lane.
Sandy Lane. Sad times when you can't take a picture of a sign that says Bellend. Right, we'll be back for the next bit
At
of
the
excitement.
roundabout, take the second exit.
After the second exit. Right, okay, so we've arrived at Hopwood. Oh yes, indeed we have. And I know that the apple green chargers are down here because that's where we stopped before. So let's see how easy it's going to be this time to charge. Appears to be lots of spaces again. We seem to have arrived at the right time again. But it's lunchtime. You'd think they'd all be rammed right now. Pretty certain that... Are you just ignoring me?
Never.
Did you want to use the same ones we used last time? Apple green. Here we are. Let's do it right here. See how it goes. Ooh, I better straighten up. Straighten up, buttercup.
I did like a whole sweep round so you could see
Okay.
all of the spots.
Did the whole... Oh, now it stopped the thing. Look, I just wanted to show you how much this car sticks out over the back of the thing.
Oh, sorry.
That's all right. Why are you apologising? I'm trying to do a video now. Now you're talking all over it and saying sorry. Why are you not just, you know... Okay, so we pulled up the parking space and yeah, so there's our thing. There's our whole video camera thing going on. And yeah, we are sticking out quite a lot. Quite a lot. But that is just how it is. So Lou's going to do the thing. Right, so this should now, let's just get rid of that. We don't need to get rid of that. See what it says about charging again. See, this is all well and good, all the whilst you definitely get a decent charge rate. So let's see what happens. We're at 35% now. Come on, car. Start doing some connecting. Nothing's yet. We don't need to charge them at 100%, do we? Took the settings down to 90 rather than 100%. Here we go. Fast charging. Let's see what it says. Right. So it reckons an hour and 30 minutes to get us up to the charge level that we've specified. I wonder if that will go down. Well, let's just wait and see. Oh no, down to 42 minutes now. Right, which sounds like a right amount of time for a cup of tea, a wee, and Lou to have the obligatory fag. Right, let's do it. We're off. Right, so we did the in-car stuff. I had no idea whether I'm going to use that or not because it might have been shot. But here we are. Yeah, so locked up, charging, and it reckons less than 40 minutes to get to 90% charge, which is nice. Yeah. So Apple Green have got these few chargers here, but I mean ultimately it's the Teslas, Teslas, tons of them. But they're now talking about opening up their charging network to other cars. So at select venues, you can use the Tesla chargers for normal cars. We'll see how long it takes for that to happen across the board. Yeah, I'm assuming at that point Tesla will be tapping into the profits they can make out of people charging when their car sales slow down, because the rest of the market picks up. So we've just walked down from the car. So we're just Lou's smoking, and we're at the entrance, okay. And Lou's just started a conversation with me with, well, that's not bad, is it? And I said, well, what's not bad? And she said, well, the journey's been okay, and we're just doing a charge, and we'd stop for half an hour anyway. I said, well, why are you not saying this stuff on camera? And she said, well, have you got a voice changer? And I said, well, I can change your voice. That is possible. I do have the kit to do that if I need to. I'm just surprised she's not asking me whether I've got a face changer. Oh. Well, I'm now going to share the joys of Hopwood Services with you. So Hopwood Services has, do you know what, it's got quite a high star rating. I didn't realise that services got star ratings, but this has quite a high one. And I can testify that when I went for a tiddle there on the way up, yes, the toilets were quite clean, and in general the people have been quite nice every time I've been to this services, regular hangout. Yeah, but it's alright. Quite a bit of space. We've got WH Smiths. We have a little Waitrose downstairs as well. And WH Smiths, of course. Where else are you going to find WH Smiths if it's not in a services or an airport? And then below me, and then below me, we have a Chopsticks, which changed from, I don't know, it was in the mornings, it's just a general foodie nice, cook breakfasty type stuff. Burger King, KFC, sneeze. And sorry. Yeah, and there's stuff, I think there's a Subway down there as well. That's right. Mainly, it's warm. It's not bloody cold in here. Normally you walk into these places and it's no warmer than it is outside. So I'm quite happy about that. Yeah. Anyway, just waiting for Louise to get rid of the 3 cups of tea she's had already this morning. And here she is. Time to go. Okay, so a notification has come up with the charging, so it's now ended after 9 minutes. I'm pretty certain that won't be up to 90% within 9 minutes. You never know, but we are going to have a look. Just waiting for my whopper. Sorry, didn't mean to get a bit of video on that guy's ass. Let's find somebody else's. No, that's not good. Let's film the guys in there. Okay, so apparently you can start this again from the app, so that's what we've done. Because we haven't got the app up and running for the car, we can't tell how much is done.
It keeps logging us out.
Yeah, I know. That's Lotus for it, isn't it? Logging us out.
Next thing that I'm finding is
Charging again. Cool. It's alright as a services, but there's upstairs a bit up there as well. Although my phone has decided to stop registering, so I can't zoom in or anything. Okay. So, alright, I didn't film in the toilets of the, I didn't film in the toilets, clearly. But has anyone ever heard of shreddies before? Shreddies underwear and sheets and stuff, because apparently what they do, what they do is they stop you from smelling when you break wind. So it's people's flatulence so bad that that's they have to do that. I didn't know that was a thing. That's quite depressing. I do know that guy walking away just there though didn't wash his hands after he had a wee. Fucking disgusting. Skanky man. Right, so we're done in there. Ooh. Weather's turned very UKE. Yeah, not great. Now that is a big fat Audi there. That. Bit of a beast. Well, like it's in the disabled bay, and the guy who parks in the disabled bay, not a visible disability, that's for sure. That is for sure. Right, let's go and see if the car is charging, or it's doing the thing it is meant to be doing. The Tesla people happy eating in their Teslas. Why would you do that? It's quite nice in there. What is it there? Ah, see, if that is what I think it is, it's a Volvo EX30. Oh no, it's not. I don't think it is actually. I think it's the plug-in 40. Yeah, the X30 is as big as that and much nicer looking. I'm now just scanning around to see if I can find one. But no. Right, let's see. Are we charging? Yeah. Oh, cool. What have we got left? Beep beep beep.
Well, it says 11 minutes. We've got 206 miles.
206 miles.
So
what's our destination?
I did just look, 100
and something.
121. So I'm happy to stop and crack on if you want.
Stop and crack on. What? What? I hate the fact that I'm videoing.
I didn't realise.
Oh, you didn't know, otherwise you wouldn't have spoken. Would you have been completely silent? Right, onwards. So yeah, fast charging, only up to, where are we up to now? We're up to 80%, which is probably fine. We set it to 90. What did you say? We've got 208 miles and how far to go? 120? Yeah, bollocks, let's unplug and get underway. When I say let's unplug, go on babe, jump out in the rain. Go on. Chop chop, choppy chop chop chop. So efficient, so efficient. Right, catch you people later on the journey. Right, it's very pretty in this car with these little things. Very nice. Right, babe, could you film our journey as we leave, just in case something exciting happens? You never know. Why are you now being quiet? It's just ridiculous. People have heard your voice before and seen you. It's fine.
Not by my choice.
Not by your choice. Okay. What have we got to go that way? Come on, Mr. Audi. Get through. Just either do or don't. I'll tell you what, yeah, film these really nice people who have all let us go. Wankety wankers. There's tons of Tesla chargers down this one. I wonder if this is their little bank of sharey ones that other people can use. You're not speaking again. Is that because you have nothing to say, or because it's on the video? Yep. So this is a bit of a stupid system, isn't it? Everything loops round and then goes down this one lane to get out. And then don't we have to sort of like hop across the drive-through for Starbucks as well? Did you want to do sign language? Is there any sign language? Ooh, after you. It's rainy. You don't need to be stood out in that. Only stop because I like to Fred Perry top. Nice orange. Orange. Okay. I always think it's a bit weird that we're going to London, and yet we've got to go on the M42 north to get to London.
Okay.
Yeah, always a bit weird. Did that throw you then? Were you a bit confused? That's it. We are underway. Dun, dun, dun. Okay, you can press the button now. I won't tell you off.
Okay.
Continue on M40 for 45 miles.
M40 for 45. Surely it's got to be further than 45 miles to get to the M25. Is that right? I suppose it is. Yeah, possibly. Possible. We'll see. We'll see. Little panda in front of us. I've given it something. Right, so this I3 in front of us has just dived from one lane to the other. I mean, not just a little bit. I mean, 70 miles an hour, and yeah, like full lock, bang into the outside lane and back again. Yeah. So we're now doing a little bit of videoing because he's driving like a numpty. So just wanted to make sure that we just capture and keep safe. Yeah, well, here's another great piece to camera. I would have Lou doing it, but she's in the middle of texting at the moment, and yeah.
And I'd rather shut it, but you'd rather do it yourself.
It's not I'd rather do it myself. It's just that when I'm in the middle of talking, and you stop videoing, it sort of like means I can't use the whole clip. Rather than, it's not like I can just chop the end off because would never make sense then. Or when you start videoing your lap instead of stuff. Although I'm sure there are people who won't mind looking at your lap as opposed to my face. Let's try moving that somewhere else rather than... Right, okay. So yeah, we should have about 30 miles left according to the range earlier on. And we're down to 19 now. Well, 2 miles away from home, let's say. 8% on the battery, so a little bit less than a smidge, just a tiny bit less than it should have been, which is okay because let's face it, if I was in a petrol car and I'd been driving as spiritedly as I have at points of this journey, that would have lost range as well. So you just have to accept those things. Yeah. So one charge for the journey on the way up, all the running around, a little bit of charging at the different places we were visiting whilst we're up there. That was invaluable. If we couldn't have done that, especially at the Electric Classic Car Company where we actually topped right back up again, yeah, that meant the freedom for driving around on the Saturday was much greater, and then yeah, the plug-in on the return. So yes, anxiety, not really anxiety, just awareness. Have to be a lot more aware. There's none of this driving along and going, oh god, oh look, the fuel lights come on, and then just stopping at the next services and away you go. You're going to make sure that you don't suddenly go, oh shit, got no electric left. Yet as the infrastructure changes, as everyone keeps saying, that will get to a point where you'll go, oh look, I've only got 20% left. That's no problem, I'll just stop at the next services. and 10 minutes after that, after plugging in, you'll be away again. Not yet, but we'll be there soon enough, I'm pretty certain. So yeah, do you know what, this was a pretty easy journey in an electric car. Would I choose to use electric for long journeys in future? Yeah, I think if I was going somewhere where I knew there was charging and I was going to be there, it was going to be pretty static, so I was going there and then coming back again. So whether it's for a meeting or something like that, then yeah, possibly. But aside from that, I understand why people are sticking with fuel, and for me, as much as anything else, once I get to most of the destinations I go to, there's a driving bit involved when we get there. And I don't mean just driving to and from somewhere, I mean driving. There is a, you know, an element of using the car spiritually around corners and normally reviewing it in some sort of way. Yeah. So only time will tell. Well, time will tell. In time, there will be more electric. For now, yeah, enjoy your hybrids and your petrol cars and your electric cars to equal measure for the things they're best used for right now. Anyway, just a quick thank you to my cinema photographer, who I've almost fallen out with for being inept, but hasn't. And also, obviously, thanks to John and Richard at the Electric Classic Car Company, and yeah, and we'll be seeing them very soon. And yeah, that's it really. Just another one from me. Tune in, subscribe, like, follow me on Instagram, YouTube, or you can always find me just on our website. You can find us on www.theviews.uk.